I'm recording this with y'all. Awesome, you guys. So look, I'm going to go ahead and get this call started, you guys. We love to start on time, to respect people that show up on time. And I know someone invited you to this particular call because they said we're going to talk about money. And they are 100% correct. Not only we're going to talk about money, we're really going to talk about creating wealth. And that's a little different. Making money and creating wealth are two different things. Some of the terms you might hear are some things you might not be familiar with. You might hear a term called income shifting, land banking, increase of cash flow. All these things were things that I might have heard of, but didn't exactly know how they operate. So our objective is to educate everyone on what our movement is all about, what our community is all about, and then see if we might have some synergy and some alignment so we can build business together. But anytime I get an opportunity to talk about business or talk about money, I only think it's fair that you should know a little bit about the person sharing information with you. Because either Roli invites you to the call, Carnell invited to the call, or Javon might invite you to the call. But we want to be sure that you get a chance to know that we're building as a family and as a team. So my name is Chuck Harden, and I was born and raised right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Tell people it's not that much different than anybody we out there. The exact same thing on what it takes to be successful here in America. We're told to go to school, get good grades, and go to college. Then you go to college, get more good grades, you go out there and get that good job. And if you work that good job really, really hard, if you show up early and stay late, that you can grow up wealthy and successful. That's what they told me, and that's what I did. So after graduating from Tri-Cities High School, I attended Clark Atlanta University. I got me a degree in business, and I went out and I got that good job. And humbly, would never complain about anything that me and my wife had. I always love to tell people I feel we're very blessed. And I say that because we had food on the table. We had cars in the driveway, we had a roof over our head. So we're blessed. Because even in America, this is the richest country in the world. Some people don't even have that. But we did get to the point where the lifestyle had caught up with the income. And no matter how hard I worked, I found myself living check to check, and even some months living check behind the check. All right. So don't know if you guys can relate to that, but that was a very frustrating place because I'd done everything I was told to do. So I just found myself at a point where I was open and looking for some better information, right? Because I could never figure out, how am I going to ever get ahead if I'm barely keeping up? So I was blessed enough to not only get the right information, but more importantly, get around the right people. People that can really show me and teach me how to create the level of financial success that I was looking for me and my family. So we are about to have that exact same conversation. But I need y'all to do me a favor as we go through this conversation. Just know it is a conversation, right? And at the end of this conversation, either one, we're going to see eye to eye, we're going to lock arms, we're going to bless a whole lot of people, and we're going to make some money together. Or at the very least, I'm going to give you some great ideas and some strategies, things that you can implement right now to enhance your cash flow today. Now, does that sound like a win-win situation for you either way? Either we're going to save some money or we're going to make some money. Give me a thumbs up. That sounds like a win-win situation. Okay? And for those of you guys who are not on camera, you can still participate in the conversation because there's a reaction button somewhere on your device that allows us to communicate. Because I do ask a lot of questions because I do want to be sure we're on the same page, but I also want to be sure you guys can hear me because we use this technology to communicate. And I'm what you call low tech, high check. I like making money. I'm not very good in technology. So if you guys can just hear me okay, give me a thumbs up. Let's see if that works. Okay, so we got a few more. There we go. There we go. Well, let's jump right into this thing, you guys, because I have to show you, keep on you there, bro. There we go. To kind of help illustrate our conversation today. All right. So let me pull these up real quick. Bam. So this is what we have to understand, you guys, because when I was doing my research, trying to find this information, I realized I was not the only one going through this situation. There in our country right now, there's a great divide going on in our country. Meaning when I was growing up, there were three specific classes of people. You had the upper class, you had the lower class, and then you had the middle class. And the majority of the population fell in the middle class, meaning they didn't live in mansions and have yachts and jets. but they had a very comfortable lifestyle. But as time has gone on, the middle class has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's not because it got smaller because they lack education. That's not the reason. It's not because they didn't have a good work ethic, right? It's not even because they make less money, they actually make more. But there are 4 strategic things that are keeping most of us from reaching our financial success. So we like to educate people on exactly what those 4 things are, because we're going to give you the strategies tonight to help you overcome these 4 things very quickly. All right. So very quick, these are the 4 financial roadblocks. You have taxes, you have debt, you have big business, and you have inflation. These are your 4 financial challenges. All right. And I know someone is thinking, how is taxes a challenge? Well, look, taxes is the actual largest expense that we all have to pay, our taxes. I know you think it's your kids. Nope, not your kids. It's not your spouse, it's taxes, right? Taxes takes the first 1/3 of your income off the rip, goes to taxes. And think about all the taxes that we pay, right? We pay federal tax, we pay state tax, we pay local tax, we pay city tax, we pay county tax, we pay sales tax, we pay property tax, we pay Avalon tax, we pay estate tax. I mean, we get taxed all kinds of ways. So my conversation tonight is not going to be about tax evasion, all right? We don't believe in that. But what we do believe in is tax efficiency. So just paying what you owe and not a dime more. Now, the second challenge that we have to overcome is debt, right? And debt in our society right now is growing larger and larger, especially in our country. And I know all of us are familiar with debt. As a matter of fact, let me not assume, let me ask the question, right? Who on the line right now has some debt in their life they love to get rid of? Give me a thumbs up if you got some debt you love to get rid of right now. Okay, how about this? Who got some debt in their life right now they mad they ever got into? Give me a thumbs up on that. We all got those stories, right? So we have a strategy I'm going to show you guys this evening. That's not just going to talk about how we're going to help you minimize your debt. We got to help you 100% eliminate your debt. So putting you in a position where you don't owe nobody nothing. Now, the third challenge you got to overcome is big business. And really, this is just corporate America that has programmed us to go out and spend money every single month. I mean, think about this. They spend millions of dollars on marketing, on advertising every single day to figure out how to get more of your money out of your pocket. Let's just think about this right now. We're in the month of September. We're still in the month of September right now. In the month of September, we celebrated Labor Day, a holiday they created for us to go out, have some little cookout, have little adult beverages, you know, have a good time, right? Nothing wrong with that. But in the month of October, we're going to celebrate Halloween. That's $1 billion industry built on one day. In November, we celebrate Thanksgiving, which is the actual holiday. But think about what corporate America did, because Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. It's all about just being thankful and grateful. But corporate America created Black Friday. They created Cyber Monday, Brown Thursday, an entire weekend of nothing but spending money. In December, we got Christmas. January, we got New Year's. February, we got Valentine's Day. March, we got spring break. April, we got Easter. May, we got Mother's Day. June, we got Father's Day. July, we got 4th of July. August, we got back to school. Then we land right back in September. It's every month. And that doesn't even include birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, and all the ways we just celebrate people. Now, I see nothing wrong with celebrating because I love having a good time myself. But what I don't think is that we need to go into debt to show someone that we love them or that we are proud of them. So instead of spending additional money every single month, we're going to put you in a position where your money is making money every single day, every day. And then the last challenge we have to overcome is inflation. Now, and all inflation is the cost of living increasing just a little bit every single day. Every day it costs a little bit more just to live in our country, right? I'm gonna give you a good example of inflation because I do the grocery shopping in my house, right? I could go to the grocery store a year ago with $100 and I walk into the car with the budget. If you take $100 to the grocery store right now, you're gonna have a few bags in your hand. You know what I'm talking about. The price of milk, bread, eggs, everything has gone through the roof, right? See, that is inflation. And in our country, business owners dictate the price of goods and services. So they can go up on their price whenever they choose to. We have to be in position to go up on our income the exact same way. The challenge is most of us are not 100% in control of our income. So tonight, we're going to show you a way of expanding your cash flow. We're going to show you a way to increase your income, not just to match inflation. We're going to teach you how to outpace inflation, all right? And we don't talk about the challenges to be negative. We talk about them because now that we know them, we have strategies to help you overcome them. And I want you to be very good in understanding that I did not make up any of these strategies, right? I am a product of the product. Meaning someone showed me this information, I implemented it, and I was so blessed by it, I get excited about telling other people. Because I'm pretty much just like all you guys. I thought that I could just outwork my ignorance. All right, because I said, Chuck, if you want more out of life, just work harder, do more, earn more, don't complain, just put your head down and keep working. So you can go from making 50,000 to 70,000. I got up to 80,000. I got to 120,000. And even though I was making more money, I still felt like I was living check to check. Let me explain to you why. I'm sure all you guys have heard this phrase before. If the more you make, the more they take. If you've ever heard that, give me a thumbs up. Let me see. And they are 100% correct. So if you don't find a way to keep them from taking so much, you're going to always feel like you ice skating uphill. So what I did was I partnered up with the Extra Digit Movement and MWR Financial. And all the Extra Digit Movement is, we're a group of individuals from all different parts of the country, all different backgrounds, all different walks of life, but we all have one very common objective. At the end of the day, we all want to be successful financially. As a matter of fact, if you own the line right now, regardless of what you do for a living, if you want to be successful financially, give me the thumbs up. Let me see if you're trying to win the money game, right? And that's the main thing we have to realize, that there's a money game being played regardless of what we do for a living. So what the Extra Digit Movement is, we educate our community on how our economy really works. We educate them on how capitalism works, and we teach you how to capitalize and not just be capitalized on. And everything that we're going to teach you this evening, we're going to give you a system to implement everything we teach. So we're not just going to give you the information and send you on your way. We're going to give you the information as some experts to help you move through the process. So the main thing you got to learn, this is the #1 rule when it comes to the money game. I got to teach you this rule. This way the rest of my conversation makes sense. The #1 rule when it comes to the money game is money is a tool, not a goal. I need y'all to write that down. Money is a tool, not a goal. See, we weren't taught that in school. We were taught to go get a job to pay you $10 an hour, get a job to pay you $30,000 a year, $50,000 a year, and that became our goal. But money is actually a tool, and the only way a tool can serve you is if you put it to work. That's the only way, right? So what we have to do is get our cash flow and our income and put that money to work. And we partner with MWR Financial because they teach you the 3 main things you need to do with your money. First, you got to learn how to save more money. Second, you got to learn how to make more money. And third, you have to learn how to grow your money. This is the wealth slide right here. This is the most important slide that I'm going to go through. I'm going to leave it up there for a second to be sure you guys get it. And when we talk about saving money, we're not just talking about putting an extra $50 in the cookie jar. We're not talking about putting an extra $100 under the mattress. We're going to teach you how to increase your cash flow, and increasing your cash flow by hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month, every month. And we're going to use a strategy called income shifting. And all income shifting is a way to increase your cash flow, help you decrease your debt, and create investment income. And we're going to increase your cash flow 3 different ways. We're going to help you minimize your taxes. We're going to help you minimize your debt. And we're going to help you minimize expenses. Now, when these 3 things go down, your cash flow goes up. But the question becomes how? It's hard. How you minimize taxes? Everybody got to pay taxes, and you are correct. But what most people are doing are overpaying taxes. So what MWR Financial does is they offer a membership called the Financial Edge Membership. And once you establish your membership, you get unlimited access to certified financial planners. You get unlimited access to CPAs, to people that are certified with the IRS to help you become tax efficient, right? As a matter of fact, one of the strategies they're going to teach you is how to properly adjust your W-4. Now, you may not be familiar with your W-4. You're probably more familiar with your W-2 because you receive a W-2 every year. But if you receive a W-2, that means you got a W-4 on file at your job. And the IRS has already shared with us that 88% of the country has that one form filled out incorrectly. So in working with our experts, they help you make a simple adjustment to give you, in most cases, an instant pay raise on your paycheck from your job. Yeah, more money back on your paycheck from the work that you're already doing right now, right? And as a matter of fact, I know we got a few people on the line that went through this process with us. And what I want to do is someone can volunteer just to let us know how much or what increase did you see? What were the experts able to help you do in getting your money back on your paycheck? Any volunteers?
I got you, Hollywood.
Okay, what we got there, Roli? I see you, bro.
First and foremost, you breaking down this information down to the expertise. And second, on the tax reduction, I just did what the experts told me to do, and that was get my last 2 pay stubs from my job and my tax return from the last time I filed my taxes. And in return, they sent me a corrected W-4 form filled out correctly. So I took that form and turned it into my HR department at my job, and that has allowed me to get an extra $500 back into my paycheck from my job. So that's $6,000 that I put back into my pocket cash flow for the year.
Wow. Okay. So now, so just so everybody listening can understand, you filled out one form that the experts filled out for you, correct?
Correct.
And you turned that in at your job, correct?
Yes, indeed.
And the next month, it was an additional $500 on your paycheck from your job.
Correct.
Now, let me ask you, did you have to work any more hours for that $500?
Not a second, a minute.
Did you have to sell anything for that $500?
Not one lotion or potion, Hollywood.
And it's been $500 ever since.
Like clockwork every month.
See, that's what you call winning. Right there, right? And that's called winning big. Who else has a W-4 testimony they can share with you and what this made you do for them?
I'll share.
Okay, I see you, Monique.
Okay, listen. MWR, these experts are the real deal. I did the same thing my brother Javon did, and I'm a single parent. I work for the post office, and I can use the extra cash flow. That's what connected me and drew me to this company. They found out that I was overpaying taxes by $503 bi-weekly. That's $1,006 a month extra I'm cash flowing back into my house.
So it's an additional $1,006 that the experts have to put back into your house every single month.
Every single month. That's over 12 G's a year.
Right.
I was mad and I was happy at the same time. Like all these years I was overpaying taxes and they don't tell you.
See, that is what you call winning right there, right? And this is what I want everybody to understand. If you notice that they had different numbers for how much they got back, okay? So our program is not a cookie cutter system. So everybody won't get back the exact same thing. The objective of our experts is to be sure that your W-4 is correct, all right? So but let me ask you, whether you getting back $80 per check or you getting back $800 per check, who want their money on their check? Give me the thumbs up. Let me see. All right, that's an easy fix right there, right? One, you got to commit. That's easy money, right? But that's just step number one. Now remember, money is a tool, not a goal. So now we have to put that money to work. So the second thing that we do is we start to minimize your debt. And part of your system is a debt elimination strategy. Now, this is the thing. It's not just talking about credit card debt. We're talking about credit cards, card notes, mortgages, student loans, medical bills, anything that can be paid off, you load into this particular part of your system. And they're going to systematically show you how to pay it off and pay it off in a reduced time frame. And I'm not just saying taking a 30-year mortgage down to 25 years. You can take a 30-year mortgage down to 12 years, down to 8 years based on your situation. So imagine this. Imagine if you made the exact same amount of money that you make right now, but you don't owe anybody anything. How much easier is life right there, right? I know a lot of y'all on mute, but I know somebody in their house speaking in tongues right now, like, Shabbalala. I just want to let loose, right? Let loose and celebrate, right? So let me ask you, Javon, when you went through this process of the debt elimination, how much time did they take off in helping you become debt free?
Man, at the time, and once again, I just did what the experts told me to do, and that was upload all my information into the portal from Carnell to mortgage and so on, every bill that I have. And what they did was they came up with a game plan to get me out of debt. At the time when I put the information in, I found out that my creditors had me in plan on being in debt for an extra 27 years. But with the MWR plan that the experts came up with, they got it down to 2 years at the time. And look at, and my debt-free date is in February of 2022. So that's like 5 months from now. I can't wait. So they got it down from 27 years down to 2 at the time when I put the information in. And now that 2 years done shredded down, and now it's 5 months from now, I'll be debt-free. And then on top of that, they said, okay, if you continue to follow this game plan, you also have a millionaire date as well. And they also said I'll be a millionaire in February of 2040, but I know I'll be a millionaire way before that.
Again, but that's called winning. Just think about this. Who else got a millionaire date? Most people got a millionaire wish. They wishing they could be a millionaire, right? We don't wish, we plan. We got to plan to get to that point, right? So again, first thing we got to do is stop being in so much debt. So you're saying they took 27 years down to 2 years, debt-free.
Correct.
Also, look, you guys, again, the experts do the work. It's a process called debt snowball. It's just paying off the debt a certain way to maximize the payments that you're already making right now. So now we talked about minimizing taxes. We talked about minimizing debt. The third thing that we have to do is minimize your expenses. And one of the most consistent ways of minimizing your expenses is to increase your credit. Yeah, see, when your credit score goes up, your interest rates go down. And part of our program is a credit restoration program. Okay, we don't do credit repair, right? Credit repair is like putting a Band-Aid over a broken bone. We do credit restoration where we rebuild and enhance your credit. So not only it goes up, but it stays up, right? And the good thing about our program, again, is that they work with you from wherever you are. So if you got bad credit, they get you good. If you got good credit, they can get you great. If you got great credit, they can get you pristine. Because I thought I had great credit. My credit was around 750, 760 all the time. But since it came with the membership, all I had to do was upload my 3 credit reports and I walked away. About 2.5 months later, I got a notification my credit had gone up to 805. Then went up again to 811, then it went to 817, then they got me all the way up to 823. Yeah, I see that, right? 823. That make a big difference when it comes to negotiating and getting those interest rates set up, right? And again, they work with you from wherever you are, right? So does anyone else have a credit restoration testimony they want to share with us?
Sure, I'll share.
Okay, what we got there?
Well, before MWR, I have a home. Quite naturally, I had to have, is that me? I'm echoing?
A little bit. I think you're good. Now go ahead.
Do you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, quite naturally, when you have a home, you have to have a decent amount of credit. I did, but life took its turns, and before MWR, I had a 644 credit score, and in 120 days, my score raised 107 points.
Come on,
to a 751. That's like amazing. These experts are amazing. And because of that, I was able to refinance my home. Okay. And now my interest rate went from a 4.25 to 2.8.
That's called winning.
I mean, that's over $34,000 of interest I saved. And with the whole snowballing effect, with all the money I got back from from the taxes, that 30-year mortgage is now a 10-year mortgage.
Come on now.
Okay, that's like boom.
That's
I
called
love
winning
that.
right there, right? It's a full package game plan. Anybody else got a credit restoration testimony?
Yeah, I got one, Chuck.
Okay.
And I just did what the experts told me to do once again, and I was upload my 3 credit reports, as you said, and I walked away. And in the first 6 months, they increased my credit score 278 points. And then in January and February earlier this year, it went up 1 point each month. I'll take it. And then in May, it went up another 70 points. And then 2.5 weeks ago, it went up 8 points. And then Sunday that just passed, it went up another 5 points. So my credit score increased 363 points with the credit restoration, a part of the financial aids membership.
See, that's called winning right there, you guys. And again, I want you guys to understand that experts do the work, right? That's why you got to have a team. So another way that we do help minimize your expenses is with our bill reduction strategy. And this particular strategy is to help you with those bills that you cannot pay off. For example, your light bill, your cell phone bill, your trash bill, your security system. You load them into the system and you have professional negotiators that will negotiate on your behalf, right? And this is a great thing, because I thought, of course, I always think you're going to negotiate a good deal. They got my cable bill. It was my cable, internet, and phone. They reduced that bill by $48 a month. $48 a month. And I'll be honest, I've been blessed to make a little money in my life, but I'm so doggone excited about that $48. Just because I wasn't giving it to them no more, right? So again, you got to let the experts do the work and negotiate, because all that brings cash flow back into your household. Now you have something to save, because a lot of people might have been in my exact same situation where I was making money, but my money's going out the door as soon as I got it. It wasn't like I got paid on Friday. My bills got paid on Friday. So now we got an opportunity. We can actually save some money. And the good thing with our membership is only $79 a month, and it includes everything we just talked about. It's not just one part or the other. You get everything in the $79 membership. And that $79 includes you and your spouse. So y'all ain't got to argue about who credit gonna get fixed first. They gonna fix both of y'all credit. Y'all got to argue about who gonna get their W-4 adjusted. Both of y'all get the adjustment and get to be debt free. All right. So I like to point it out, because in this particular part of our conversation, it's all about allowing the experts to do the work for you. So if someone invited you to the call because they said they found out a way to help you become debt free, we just talked about that. If they invited you to the call because they said, look, I found a way to help you increase your credit, we just talked about that. And again, all of that is in part of increasing your cash flow to help you save money, right? Now we're about to transition into the make money side. But before I do that, since we're having a private Zoom, right? Does anyone have any questions? Any questions on our membership side, exactly what the experts will do for? Any questions at all? Want to be sure we open up and be transparent. If you ain't able to talk, you can type it in the chat. Hopefully we can read it and get to it. I see somebody. Okay, Nadine has a hand up. Nadine, go ahead and come off mute. Can you talk?
How you doing? I'll get on screen, even though I done got my hair all messed up, but I'll do
My
it.
hair, I just laid these edges down, so don't worry about it.
I see that it does. They give it a lot of bills and stuff, but what about stuff like medical bills?
It depends on what you want to do with the medical bill. Are you saying you need to pay off the medical bills, or?
I need to negotiate the prices on them, because I got some bills that I need to negotiate some prices. I broke my wrist and stuff.
Put all the bills in the system. They negotiate every bill that you have coming in, right?
Okay.
They also it depends on where it's in the process. If the medical bill has hit your credit, it depends on how it hit your credit. Right. So the experts will go in and negotiate that, or just get it removed. Now, just to be clear, I'm not the credit expert. That's not my deal. But some medical bills that hit your credit report are never supposed to be sold to anybody else. And if they were, they can be removed as long as you know how to do it. And our experts know how to do that.
Sound good.
Right? So we're gonna get that worked out. Any other questions? No? Great, because now I get to talk about making money. I just talked about saving money. Now we get to talk about making money, all right? Now I do get a little excited when I talk about making money, I do, but I mean, you just gotta be real. I know money ain't everything. I know it's not, but let me ask y'all a question. What determines the kind of clothes you wear? Does money determine the kind of clothes you wear? Give me a thumbs up, money, right? What determines the kind of food you eat, right? It's hard to eat healthy if you ain't got no money, right? What determines the kind of education our kids can get? Let's take it down. Is it money? So money ain't everything, but it's sitting right up there next to oxygen. You gotta have it, right? So what we're gonna talk about right now is how to create some additional income. We're gonna talk about making more money. Yeah, and I said mo, not more. I know y'all calling me country. That don't hurt my feelings at all. I'm Southern, that's how we talk down here. So we're gonna talk about making more money. And we're not talking about going out to get a second job, all right? 2 jobs are for 2 people. And I know a lot of people in position where they work 2 jobs, so don't want to be disrespectful, but that just shows that you have a great work ethic to be working 2 jobs. But this is the only thing I want to encourage is to understand that you can never create wealth by working more jobs because you're still trading hours for dollars. And eventually you're going to either run out of time or you're going to run out of talent. So what we're going to teach you guys this evening is how to create a passive residual stream of income above and beyond what you get from your job right now. And the way that everyone on this line can do that, anyone can do that, is to start a business. Yep, I knew this wasn't what you was thinking. I knew it. But just because it's not what you was thinking does not mean it's not what you need. Because I can understand someone is saying that entrepreneurship is not for me. I can understand it and I can respect it. And how about this? I 100% agree. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody, but business ownership is. And let me tell you why, because in our country is run by the tax code. And if you have a job and you just have a job, at the very most, you get 9 tax deductions at the most. But if you have a business, you have access to 475 tax deductions, 475. And the great thing with our country, because some people think they have to choose either be an employee or be an entrepreneur. In our great country, you don't have to choose. You can do both. You can have a job and have a business, right? Because once you have a business, you now have access to all of those tax deductions. And our business is a home-based business. So basically, you get to write off things that you're doing right now anyway. So just to be clear, there's nothing wrong with having a job, but there is something wrong with only having a job. So when it comes to the tax deductions, you guys, you got to understand that because we're a home-based business, a portion of your home is now tax deductible. That means a portion of your rent or mortgage, a portion of your light bill, water bill, gas bill, miles you drive in your car, money you pay your kids, even meals and entertainment can be tax deductible. The only thing the government requires is that you do it the right way, and we're going to teach you how to do that, and that you track it. And you get an app that you download to your phone that's going to track all your expenses for you. So to keep this concept very, very simple, as a consumer, you have bills. As a business owner, you have expenses. Expenses are tax deductible, bills are not. So we teach you how to take those existing bills that you're paying right now anyway and turn them into expenses. Now you get to write off your lifestyle. You guys, this is what wealthy people have been doing for years. Don't think it's new. They just didn't teach us this in school, right? And just so we can understand, we pay these bills. Let me ask you guys a question. Who on the line right now pays rent or mortgage right now? Give me the thumbs up. If you pay rent or mortgage, give me the thumbs up. Okay. If you pay a water bill, give me the thumbs up. Light bill, gas bill, internet, cell phone. Okay, so the rest of y'all don't pay no bills, which y'all all inclusive? Y'all just pay one bill for everything. Y'all all inclusive at your house. So look, we're gonna pay these bills anyway. You're gonna go out to eat with your family anyway. You'll be able to write off 100% of that meal. Let me tell you what blessed my life. I just learned this 2 years ago. It blessed my life when I learned this too. Because I read in the document that you can write off food, beverages, and tip. Food, beverages, and tip. So let me ask y'all a question. Is water a beverage? If water is a beverage, give me the thumbs up. Let me see. The water is up. How about this? Is sweet tea a beverage? Is sweet tea a beverage? Give me the thumbs up. Okay, how about this? Is Hennessy a beverage? Give me the thumbs up. That's cool. That blessed my life so much. Right? So we're gonna teach you guys how to do it because this is what people do anyway, right? So we're gonna teach you how to maximize that. So all that comes in, and the business that we have done, we partner with MWR Financial. We're in a partnership with them, okay? And being in a partnership, even though they're a multi-million-dollar company, they don't charge us millions of dollars to partner in business with. They don't even charge us thousands of dollars. As a matter of fact, to start your MWR business, it's only $228 to get started. And it's only $119 a month to maintain. I need y'all to write those numbers down. $228, get you started. That establishes your website, your conference call, your capture pages, your marketing material, your back office system, and it's $119 a month to maintain that, all right? And the best part about that $119 a month is that includes the full Financial Edge membership that we just talked about. So the $119 a month includes the financial membership to minimize taxes, minimize debt, and minimize expenses is included. So if you follow in my conversation, because you need your $119 to run your business, and that includes the full Financial Edge membership, basically you get to write off somebody fixing your credit. Come on, you get to write off somebody helping you become debt free. Y'all, this is a no-brainer right here, right? You get to write off somebody helping you get an instant pay raise at your job. So we got the full system in place, right? And if you do decide to take advantage of this particular part of our business, because it's an option, you don't have to. You can just use the membership. But if you want the additional income and you get to write things off, your role in our partnership is to simply expose people to this information. Note I said expose, not explain, right? Because you can expose people several different ways. We got videos already online that you can share with people. We do conference calls. Even this grand opening that we're doing for Roli and Carnell right now is part of our success system. As a matter of fact, because you don't have to be the one explaining the business and you just need to expose, that means you don't even have to be the person giving the information. Now, look at the person that invited you to this particular call right now. Go ahead, take a look at them. If it wasn't me, what is that individual doing? Well, let me tell you, nothing. Right? They ain't doing nothing. Can you do that? Can you invite people to a webinar and allow someone else to explain the business for you? See, if you can do that, not only can this go into a large business, this can grow into a large income because we're not limited to who we share the business with. And since we've now mastered this technology on sharing our information, you can invite people to a Zoom that live in California, New York, Florida, and Texas. All of them can get started in your business and you can make money in every state without leaving your living room. Who like to make money in every state in the United States right now? Give me a thumbs up. Who like to get $10 coming out of every state in the United States? That's called winning. As a matter of fact, just so you can see how we're representing right now, why don't everybody on the line type into the chat what city and state you representing from, just so we can see how large our reach is just from this little conversation we having right now, right? And then I'm going to explain how we get paid as y'all do that. Let me show you how the money works. Then we got to go. We got to go, right? Because we get paid 10 different ways in our comp plan. I do not have time to go through all 10. I don't. But let me explain a few and just know everything else is gravy on top of that. So let's say you decide to take advantage of this part of our business and you invite people to the webinar that we're going to be doing tomorrow evening at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. tomorrow, wait a minute, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got to remember to say that. 10 p.m. East Coast time, I'm going to do this exact same conversation with some people. One of your friends decided to get started as a customer. They said, I love what y'all doing. I really need to use that membership so they can help fix my credit. Once they go through your website to start their membership, MWR is going to compensate you $40 3 days later. If they decide to be a business partner, they're going to compensate you $50 3 days later. We do have a momentum bonus that's available for all of our new team members that are just getting started. It starts with an additional $150 a month, and it can go all the way to $1,500 a month. That's available in your first 90 days of business. It doesn't take 90 days to do it, but they give you 90 days just in case, right? Now, for everything that we just talked about as far as the bonuses, these are one-time bonuses. A little extra cash flow to help you feel good, pay a bill, whatever you need. But they included a wealth principle in our compensation plan called residual income. And let me explain to you exactly what residual income is, because I was not used to it. I was used to linear income, because linear income means you work an hour, you get paid an hour. No work, no pay, right? Residual income is doing something one time and getting paid over and over and over again. In the music industry, it's called royalties. If you write a book, it's called publication. If you write a television show, it's called syndication. Over here in MWR, we call it what you want. Yeah, it's called what you want. You want to get paid that way, right? Let me show you exactly how the residual income is infused into our compensation plan. One way, we have a luxury vehicle bonus. It's an additional $500 per month, and it can grow all the way to $3,000 per month. Another one is our presidential bonuses paid monthly that can grow all the way to $100,000. Then, of course, we also have our daily guarantee, which is the one that most people love, because the daily guarantee means it comes daily and it's a guarantee, right? Now, the daily guarantee does start at $5 a day, but it can grow all the way to $1,000 per day based on the size of your team. Now, I know $1,000 a day just blew somebody's mind, because that's like $30,000 a month. So let me underpromise and overdeliver. Let's just talk about $5 a day. Now, I know $5 won't retire anybody watching this webinar, but let's keep $5 in perspective. If you take $5 and you multiply by 30 days, that's an additional $150 per month that's going to come in month after month after month. Simple question. Would it help on top of what you're already doing right now? Who uses extra $150 right now? Give me a thumbs up. Let me see. $150 a month. Okay, that's not everybody. Okay, $150 a month, not everybody. That's not every, okay, a few more. Okay, so y'all not impressed with $5? Okay, don't put your thumbs up now, it's too late. You missed it. You missed it, too late, you missed it. I had a screenshot. Anybody that had a thumb up, I'm just kidding. Right? But this is what I want you guys to understand, because I know $5 a day won't retire anybody. It's not meant to. See, $5 a day, in order to get $5 a day, all you have to do is identify 3 people somewhere in the United States that like what we're doing right now. Just 3, right? That's $5 a day. So the $5 a day is not a retirement check. The $5 a day is an empowerment check. It's to empower you to show you that this company pays what they say they're gonna pay. Because I know a lot of you guys might have tried a home-based business before and never made any money. I promise $5 a day is just that click to let you know that it's real. Because the next level up is $20 a day of daily guarantee. $20 times 30 days, additional $600 per month, coming in month after month after month. Simple question, would it help on top of what you're already doing right now? Give me a thumbs up. Right, it goes to $30 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day. My friend Christy, she gets $300 per day in this part-time business, $300 per day, right? So again, we get paid a whole lot of ways. As a matter of fact, since we're doing the private Zoom, right? And it's just a few of us on here. We friends now. We getting along yet? I want to show y'all something. If we getting along, I want to share something with you. Let me share something with you real quick. I'm gonna show you guys my back office system. I'm gonna show you guys my back office, right? Because your back office is gonna look just like my back office. This is my MWR back office system. right? Roli, does your back office look just like this?
Yes, it does.
It does, right?
Mhm.
So let me show you exactly what we've been able to do in the last 20 months, right? We talked about our daily guarantee. It says I'm currently at star level 5. Let's see exactly what that means. That means my current level is I'm getting $100 per day. The next level up is $150 per day. And we are 85% to making that happen. 84% to making that happen, right? Let's see what else we got over here. We have our luxury vehicle bonus. Let's see what we're doing right now. Our current level is $1,250 per month. That's what we're currently getting to pay my car note. Guess what? I don't have a car note. So they just send me the money, right? And we are 57% to the next level of $3,000 per month. And then our presidential bonus is currently at $500 a month. And we're at 87% to the next level of $1,000 per month. Now, the great thing about all these bonuses, it's not one or the other. You get them all. You get them all for simply sharing this information with people, right? So I know that that kind of money might not impress you, but additional income, because again, you don't have to quit your job to do this. Guess what? I didn't. I still work a full-time job right now. So let me ask you, an additional $100 a day, do something different for you and your family, give them the thumbs up. Let me see, right? And we have training and support to teach you how to do this. You don't have to make up anything, right? We're going to tell you exactly what to say to invite people to the Zoom. We're going to tell you exactly the text message to send to invite your friends to learn what we're doing. All you have to do is plug into our existing training system. As a matter of fact, my mentor, who's the #1 money earner in the company, he gets $500 per day in this company, is doing a training tonight at 9:45 p.m. Jump on the training. Listen to how he teaches us, this is what you say to do. I didn't make up this presentation, somebody taught it to me. So we're gonna teach you how to make the business work, okay? And this is our whole thing about the whole conversation. Again, money is a tool. It's to put us in the right place. So if you've taken advantage of our first strategy, which is to save more money, minimize taxes, minimize debt, minimize expenses. If you've chosen to take advantage of strategy number 2 to create some additional income, you should definitely be in position to take advantage of strategy number 3, which is to grow your money. And I gotta look you guys in the eyeball when I tell you this, because this is the most important thing. Because whether you decide to work with us or not, you have to put yourself in position where you're not just saving money, but that you're literally growing money. And we heard this growing up. You should not work for money, but you should have money working for you. But no one ever taught us how to do it. They said it, but they didn't teach us how to do it, right? So with your membership, we actually have a program that actually is a growth part of building your business, where you have financial experts to help you put together a game plan just for you, right? Because I know a lot of you guys probably invest in your 401k, which is a great thing, especially if they match. But let's be transparent about the 401k. 1, they do limit how much money you can put in. And 2, it's directly attached to the stock market. So when the stock market crashed 10 months ago, guess what happened to everybody's 401k? It crashed as well. So what we had to do was learn different places we can still invest our money and still get double-digit returns. So one of the things our experts are going to teach you guys about is something called the private reserve account. You want to write this one down, the private reserve account. Now, this account very similar to your 401k because you invest into it every single month. But the difference is, and it does grow with the stock market, right? But we know the stock market bounces up and down all day, every day. The difference with the private reserve account, as the stock market goes up, your money grows. When the stock market drops down, it just levels off. When it starts to go up again, it grows. When it drops down, it levels off. So it puts you in position where you never lose. Second thing is that your money is growing tax-free. And third, you have access to your money before retirement age. Y'all, this is the game changer that everybody needs to learn about. This is not a new program. It's not new. It's been around for decades. Wealthy people have been putting their money in private reserve accounts for years. So it's not new. It's just new to us. But now that we know about it, we telling la-da-da and everybody got to hear about the private reserve account, right? Second thing they're going to teach us about is something called land banking. Might be a term you're not familiar with, but all land banking is purchasing land in the path of growth. Because I'm sure all of us have experienced driving down the highway and coming across a wooded area. You come back 3 years later, there's an entire subdivision built in that area, or the entire strip mall built in that area. That's land banking. Someone knew the land was valuable, they purchased it, and they waited. Based on the demographics, based on the growth in the area, the population, they waited and cashed out big. As a matter of fact, let me ask the question. Has that ever happened in your community where there's a wooded area, you came back a few years later and they built it up into something great? Has that ever happened in your community? Give me the thumbs up. Let me see, right? So it happens all the time. They just don't invite us to the table. But we have a company that has a track record of identifying land just like that. And we get to purchase with them. So we don't have to figure out if it's a good investment or not. They break down and explain exactly what our return is going to be on our investment, right? And then the third thing that we just invested in, that I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to love, is we're investing directly into real estate, all right? So if you are listening to this particular webinar and you currently right now do not own your own home and you want to, part of your membership is a program called Fire Your Landlord. And what they do is put you through a strategic process of helping you become financially ready to purchase a home. So not only will you go through our credit restoration, you're going to also go through a forensic credit restoration to be sure that you get the best interest rate possible. They're going to use our debt elimination strategy to help get your debt to equity ratio correct, because it has to be correct to qualify for the loan. And then they're going to use our cash flow management to help you stack up some cash as your down payment for your house. So if you want to buy a home next year, you want to enroll immediately into the Fire Your Landlord program, and it comes with the membership. It doesn't cost anything extra, right? But now if you already own your home and you want to do some investing in real estate, right? So investing in real estate where we buy, sell, flip, and invest. Because if you guys ever seen those HGTV shows where they have the before home and the after home, then they show you how much money they made by fixing it up. We work with the company that's done over $100 million in flip properties, and we get to work with them. They're going to identify the property. They identify the contractor that's going to do the work. They even identify the end user who's going to buy the property. We are the capital contributors to the project. And we get to follow along on our app, on our phone, and they video every day as they do work on the property. So you say, okay, they laid down the floors today. Okay, they got the walls up. Awesome, the sink is in place, time to cash out. At a minimum of a 20% return on your investment in less than 6 to 9 months. Who wants to participate in that? Give me the thumbs up, right? So again, we have the full program, right? So our program is not just about one part. It's a full program to help you become financially fit, increasing cash flow, increasing income, and creating investment income. And all you have to do is decide on how you want to participate in the movement, right? Because there are two places to decide, right? One, number two type individual, say, look, I love what y'all doing, but I just want to use the membership. Meaning I don't want to try to talk to anybody. I just want to get myself straight, right? If that is you, I want to say congratulations, get back with the person that put you on the line. Because be totally transparent, our objective was not to get you in the business. Our objective was to educate you on what we already do and to see if you want to participate in your own financial success. So if you're number two and you want to just use the membership, get back with the person that put you on the line, shoot them a text with the number 2. They're going to send you a link to go ahead and get your membership set up. That way they can start working on your credit tomorrow, all right? Then, of course, we had a number 1 kind of individual. Now, the number 1 kind of individual is kind of like myself. Y'all heard Monifa's testimony, Roli, Carnell, a lot of business partners on the line. Because what we understand is if we want to come up, we truly got to bring our community up with us. So we're looking to help educate as many people as possible just on what's available with our financial makeover. So if you're number one, not only do you want to take advantage of the membership, you also want to take advantage of the compensation plan, right? And whether you want to make an extra $50 a day or you want to make an extra $500 a day, we got a game plan we can put you on because we already have people earning that right now. So get back with the person that put you on the line, shoot them a text with the number one. They're going to send you a link to get your business started tonight. They're going to also facilitate a three-way conversation with you, me, and them to be sure we get you on a good game plan. Because even though you're in business for yourself, you're not in business by yourself. So you want to be sure that you're educated and understand how we work together as a team and as a unit so that we can all create predictable success and results. All right. So I know we're doing this kind of impromptu. I'm going to still open it up for any questions anyone may have on either our membership or our business they want to take advantage of. Any questions at all as I try to scroll back through these chat here. Why don't you just come off mute and just ask the question? It helps me out. So I have to try to read and talk to y'all too.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
It's
Corey. What's up, Corey?
Sorry I joined a little bit late. I have a few questions on Carnell. Was a former business partner
Hold
of
on,
mine.
Corey. One question. How late did you join? How late did you join the conversation?
I joined about 30 minutes late.
Okay, cool. We're gonna have to get you to jump back on it. You got a whole lot of questions. You should have a whole lot of questions. We're gonna have to let you catch up at the beginning because we went through a lot of information that first 30 minutes. So I can see why you might be a little lost in our conversation.
Okay. If I could just ask,
okay.
Not being the person that just wants to join the business, but also wants to take advantage of the investments, how much, just a ratio of how much could you tell me that over the $119 a month would the investments cost? If you could just give me a roundabout number.
You talking about the investment in the growth side, the real estate?
Right, correct.
Okay, so I'm not a financial expert. They have to look at your situation. So what I brought up earlier is our program is not a cookie cutter system. Everybody does not do the exact same thing or get the exact same game. So our financial advisors have to look at your situation from where you are right now financially to see what you can invest because they're certified financial planners. So it's certain things that they cannot do and certain things that they can do. They do walk you through a process. And each one of them is different. So the private reserve account is different. I think I can say the lowest I've heard someone start a private reserve account for was like $150. That's the lowest I've heard. The highest I've heard is $3,000. So it kind of depends on where you are in the process. But I let the experts take care of that because I don't want to say something that doesn't align with what they do. My job is just to inform you what's available. But the great thing is when you get your membership, you can set your appointment up that day. You schedule your appointment that day, and normally it's in 48 hours, and they'll be able to get on the Zoom with you to tell you everything that you need and give you some options.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. And then also, my first question to you is when I ask somebody to sign up for the $79, if they're already in debt, like how do I go about getting them to pay that money if they're already in debt every month? Would they answer that for me as well?
Okay, so you're saying if you talk to the individual and they want to use the membership for $79 a month, and you say they're already in debt.
Right.
Is that what you're saying? Okay,
correct.
I'll probably let you know that everybody on this webinar has some debt in their life already right now. Everybody got some debt. So they just have to decide if it's valuable to them or not. So if you decide to take advantage of the business side of what we do, your objective is not to convince them to pay $79. Your objective is to put them on a Zoom just like this, let them hear the information and let them make the decision for themselves. We do not convince. Okay. We do not twist arms. We do not try to, either you want to be debt free or you don't. Either you want to increase on your paycheck or you don't. Either you want your credit score to go up or you don't. Either way, I just wanted to share with you what we do.
Okay, and I got one last question for you,
I
if
like
you
your
don't
question.
mind.
Well, you got the same questions everybody else got.
My last question is, you know, for me personally, when being in debt, you know, I use Google. You know, Google will tell you, you know, basic strategies like, you know, pay your bill ahead of time, pay at least $5 or $10 over it ahead of time to kind of bring your credit score down, and that has helped me tremendously. Are the experts going to give more information to the customers as to how to bring down their debt versus what they can just, those basic skills? Because I know if I talk to some of my colleagues, they are aware of the basic skills, but I want to make sure that before I talk to them, they're going to give them, you know, more insight, or they're offering more for their money than just the basics that you can find online.
They're going to give 1,000% more. 1,000% more. All of them are certified, and they're all different companies, right? So our credit experts work just on credit. That's all they do. Our debt elimination experts, they just work on debt elimination. And again, it's going to be based on the individual. Google can't tell you as an individual because they don't have your information. They can just tell you this might work for you. Our expert going to tell you exactly what will work for you.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? Did I miss anything? Can somebody check the chat for me to see if we got some questions over there?
Tony asked something. Tony Baker.
Tony Baker asked, I can't hear him. What's the question?
Sorry.
Is Tony Baker still on the line? Let's see. Okay. Couples are the same price as individuals. Yes, couples are the same price as individuals. So $79 covers you and the spouse or the significant other that lives in the same household. Was that the question, Tony? Was that it?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Bam. Oh, Monique took care of that one. Get him, Monique. I see you. I see you over there answering the questions. Appreciate it. Okay, okay, I see another. How does it work if only one person wants to be a business partner, but the spouse is not interested? Great. If the person wants to be a business partner, they sign up as a business partner. If the spouse is not interested, they don't have to participate, right? We would love to have at least support, but you know, maybe not. So if you want to just come in and work the business, we can work the business. My spouse didn't participate with me until I got to about $30 a day. Then she was all on board. Then I got to $50 a day. Then she was too excited. Got to $100 a day. I was like, hold on, this is my business. What you doing? Hold on now, you're getting a little happy over there, right? Nah, you ain't want to do it at first. Don't be over here now, you know. So sometimes we just got to go ahead and make it happen. We got to make decisions for ourselves, which is what I had to do. So now that's good enough. All right. Was that all the questions? Any other questions?
Yeah, Chuck Smart. Hey, quick question for you. You've mentioned experts for debt reduction and taxes and so forth. Who are these experts? And is that a box that the information goes in and then it just comes out, or do you provide is this particular company? Company A, company B, you'll be working with.
It's a company A, company B. I don't remember the name of all the companies. The credit is it's 4 different companies total. So there's a accounting company that does all of the CPA work, for example, with the tax minimization, with the viewing of your taxes, the preparation for your business income taxes. A total different company does that. So you do put your information into a secure system. They do have an 800 number you can call just in case you have questions. Most of the time they do it through chat, but since it's numbers, like men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie, they got the numbers so they can put together the information for you. When it comes to the credit, that's a totally different company. And all they do is the credit restoration. So you upload your 3 credit reports and then they go to work. If you have a question, you do communicate them through via chat. We say, I just upload my information, or I just got another letter from the bureau, and they tell you exactly what to do as you get your information through. So yes, and our investing side, they're a totally different company too. With the land banking and the private reserve account, they're a totally different financial company. And that's all they do is financial advice exclusively with MWR now. So the things that they offer aren't offered in just the traditional way. It has to be through an MWR membership. That cover you, Mark?
Gotcha. So is that just chat only, or can you set up meetings with them?
With the financial advisor, you definitely will set up a meeting with them. So they're going to, you schedule a time, and within 24 to 48 hours, they'll be able to kind of pick you out a time y'all get together. My initial conversation with them was about 2 hours because they do need a lot of information to be able to kind of best advise on where you are, because they're going to look at your full financial picture, right? So just to give you an example, with my private reserve account, right? I put in my information, had a conversation with them, told them I was looking for. I wanted to retire at the age of 55, right? When I started the business, I was 45. I want to retire at 55. He said, okay, let's look at what you got going on. Let's look at your IRAs, your 401k. Let's see what you got in place. They came up with a game plan and said, okay, Chuck, I can get you to retire at 57. With the amount of money that you say you need, I need you to work at least 2 more years. Wasn't no big deal. I wanted to work anyway. But so I'm investing into my private reserve account every month for the next 12 years. After that point, I don't have to put in another dime. But from that point forward, I can withdraw out $5,800 every month until I'm 108 years old. And if I die before then, the money go to my kids. Right? That I don't know what y'all, that's winning. That's winning big, right? So again, you got to let the experts do the work, because your plan is going to be different from my plan. We different ages, we got maybe different amount of kids, different background, all that's going to be different. So there's no cookie cutter thing that you're going to get until you get the membership and they look at your situation as an individual. Awesome. Mark, did I get you? You good? Yep.
Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
Awesome. Any other questions? Give me a sip of water. Nobody else? Yeah, pass me that right there. Let me get some of that. I see somebody over there got a little smoke on them. You look at that. Let's see that. All right, you guys. Well, if y'all don't have any other questions, all hearts and minds are clear. Get back with the person that put you on the line. Real simple. Either you're number 2 or you're number 1. They're going to get us connected on the 3-way. Be sure we get all the questions and get you a step-by-step process on how we get you rocking and rolling. Carnell, anything else you want to share with your guests? Roli, anything else you want to share with your guests while we on here?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Appreciate you. You know, this is a great grand opening for me. I've got multiple people on here, and I thank you all. Y'all just being here, man, just shows so much love for me, and I appreciate you. And I thank you for staying to the end. And that's it, man. And we're just gonna go rocking and rolling. If there's anything I can help you guys out with, send me a 1 or a 2. If not, keep me in mind. So that we can help anybody that you know of that can be in that can be in the path of this same information that you got today.
There we go. Roll anything you need.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody that showed up and showed out with me, and I thank Chuck for his wonderful job tonight. I'm sorry that I'm at work, and so I couldn't get on when I was supposed to. But thank you for everything, and I hope to see y'all. And the 1s and 2s, just hit us up, hit me up, and get you started tonight. All right.
There it is. All right, you guys. Chuck Harden. I'm Bertie and Richard's bouncing baby boy, and it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure to share with you guys this evening. We're gonna see you guys on the beaches of the world, to see you at the bank, whichever one comes first. Talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a great evening. Peace.
Peace.